Oh, it's scary, annoying, and a nuisance. We're talking about the dozen or so bomb threats we've seen the past few days at area schools and public buildings.
Right, everybody says it is a strain on resources, especially, as you can imagine, for local police. Our Sussex County Bureau Chief Evan Kozlov spoke with those police officers today. He joins us live. He's outside of BB Healthcare in Lewis. Evan, that hospital was just one of the many places that had a bomb threat this week.
Right, Steve, and when things like this happen, police agencies say they need to take it seriously, but that involves a whole lot of manpower they'd prefer to have patrolling the streets. Right now, we're walking the halls of Milford High with School Resource Officer Robert Maston. He describes this week's bomb threat this way.
All hands on deck.
And that's why Maston says the threat creates a strain, especially on local police departments like in Milford.
An event like this, you need a lot of manpower. So in a case like what we had yesterday, we're pulling together school district officials, Carlisle Fire Company, fire police comes out, and utilize, maintenance staff at the schools.
And this was the case up and down the state. Take Dover, for example. They had to send officers from the community policing unit, the patrol unit, even the motorcycle traffic unit, and this caused some possible delays in non-emergency response time. But the problem is even more severe at the smaller stations. For example, Greenwood has just 4 full-time officers and 1 part-timer. Chief Mark Anderson says every on-duty officer had to respond to the bomb threat, meaning they were off the streets.
With the smaller agency having limited manpower, particularly in the smaller towns, you would have to outsource to reach out to the other agencies to provide assistance.
So it was a prank, but to these officers, the impacts are no laughing matter. Now, Maston says there's also a strain in the need for bomb-sniffing dogs. That's because there's a limit in how many of them there are in this state. Just like us, they need rest. Reporting here in Sussex County, Evan Kozlov, WBOC News in Lewis.
All right, Evan, thank you. Well.